Alright. Now, let's see, did I get all the treasure here? It's been a while. Okay, yeah. I had a dream where Nintendo confirmed they were going to localize Mother 3, but then I became incredibly heartbroken because, as it turns out, that they canceled that ad apparently just to release more Mario Party. But then I had a dream within the dream about how apparently the fact that it was all like leading up to having the fans search for the copy within of Mother 3 within Mario Party. It was kind of weird. My dreams just don't make sense. Even people on drugs like, I don't know, LSD or something would think that stuff is weird. There's so many spiders around. I just want it to be over. But yeah, here we are. Alright, trying to continue through the Earth Cave. Hopefully all goes well. Also, I recently just got a Twitter account, so you guys can follow me on that as well. I basically just spout random thoughts. Sometimes I thought, hey, maybe Twitter can be a good outlet for that. Hopefully it will be. Alright. And now we got Kuma yet again. Because we can't take 2 freaking steps in this place without having to cure someone of poisoning. Or any place of poisoning. I guess, I don't know. Wait, why was I checking status? I have no freaking idea. Okay. Refill! There we go. I think there's only like one door that leads to treasure on this floor. There it is, yeah. Coral sword. Pretty much same power as a dragon sword. Except it's supposed to work on underwater enemies. But because it's bugged in this version of the game, it doesn't work that way. In the remakes, they sort of depict it as literally being a sword made of copper. I mean, not copper, coral. Like, it's got branches and whatnot, and it's all pink. It's pink in this version of the game, too, but it doesn't have branches. Coral is a weird thing. A lot of stuff underwater is weird. Getting back to my dreams, I sometimes have dreams where I just, like, where there's, like, a big body of water, and it's obvious that because of sharks and stuff, if you go in there, you're pretty much dead. And because it's, like, deep and stuff. Most recent one was like one with my most recent dream with such a body of water in it was like a dream where I was in a car that was driving over, like, a highway. Hey, that was only, like, big enough to fit, like, 1 or 2 cars on it, and no walls. So, like, if you took a turn way too sharply or way too widely, you'd end up, like, dropping into the ocean that was below this thing. And the ocean was, like, directly below. I don't know. Maybe I'm aquaphobic or something like that when it comes to the ocean. I've heard some people have kind of selective aquaphobia like that, where it's like they're okay with stuff like pools and whatnot, but then, like, the ocean comes up and it's like, oh crap. It's kind of a weird thing. Rearranging once again. It's a good thing that I made my videos longer, because now I can actually make some decent progress through these kinds of things. Alright. Now we're getting into the real crap here. If I remember correctly, this floor introduces a new type of enemy called cockatrices, which can cast stone on you. Which can turn you to stone. And getting turned into stone in this game is like an insta-kill. It doesn't help that we've had troubles in the past of running away from stuff. So, yeah, that's the only way to cure it is, that we have on us right now is a soft potion, which I only have 1 of at this point. Should have probably bought more before I left for this place. I'll take care of that later. Off screen, of course. Series already has enough filler with me keeping most of the random encounters in. Alright, we got a tent. That's okay, I guess. What's funny is in this version of the game, like, the shelter sort of items are like a tent, a cabin, and a house. But in remakes, it's like a sleeping bag, a tent, and then like a cottage or a cabin. But it's like, you know, just a bigger tent. Like one of those ones that researchers will sometimes use that's almost like a house. I don't really know if those things really exist. They probably do. I don't go camping that much. Mother Nature and me just do not get along. Which is sad, because Mother Nature is beautiful. Trees are beautiful, and plants are beautiful. And then when I step outside, bugs just seem to be everywhere. And I immediately become afraid to go out. These things can be annoying because they can stun you with their attacks. But we've got 2 mages, each with a spell for dealing with this kind of situation, so it's gonna be okay. Yes! Alright. Why are there so many of these? And crap. Oh. Well, that got sorted out quickly. And again, Zero continues to get attacked even though he's like literally in the back there. Alright. Yeah, guarded chest. We're gonna see a lot of those throughout the course of this game. They start to stop a little near the end, I think. But, yeah. So, yeah. Trying to think of what else to talk about. Lots of stuff that I've been excited for lately. Like, I'm excited for the like, I guess the alpha pre-access release of this game called We Happy Few, which is a game where you're like in a society where everyone takes pills to make them happy all the time, and you're like one of the guys that decide one day, hey, I don't want to take these pills. So you have to like survive. And also trying to get the heck out of there, because it's obvious that it's not a good place to be. Reminds me a lot of BioShock in a way. Then again, it reminds a lot of people of BioShock. My only worry is that my computer can run it without, like making the animations and stuff all choppy and the outlines on everything look super pixelated. Anyone else ever experienced that problem? Because I don't think my computer's supposed to do that. And it's real inconsistent about the way it does it. Like Alien Isolation, which looks detailed as crap, looks okay, but then I turn on something like Fallout 4 and all of a sudden, and like, the game's trying as hard as it can to convince me I'm not in its reality. And now I'm, like, reminded of like, this statement that I once said about how, Willy Wonka. Ever seen that movie? It's good. It's classic. And yeah, I'm just like, I just find it funny that in that movie there's a lot of moments where people will point out how stuff doesn't make sense, and then Willy Wonka just says something crazy. As if to go, I challenge your reality. Okay, that's just more bats. Red bats, apparently. Maybe they're fire keys from Zelda. I actually wanted to do... I probably already said this, but I actually wanted to do Zelda 1 before this game. But, yeah, with Nintendo, kind of going nuts on Let's Players, it just kind of seemed like something I shouldn't even attempt at this point. I'm trying to start off my career, not just end it. Hopefully I can get some actual recording equipment so I can record off of consoles eventually. Then I'll be able to entertain you guys with stuff that I can actually talk in depth about. Like Shadow of the Colossus or stuff like that. Now that's a game that I would have reactions to and stuff. That's the problem with playing a slow-paced RPG, not a whole lot of reactions. Because, yeah, most of the gameplay is just this. A lot of people go like... I've seen a lot of people be... You know, like, oh, it's super easy to make it through this game if you just choose, like, mostly, like, 3 fighters and a red mage or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, but where's the fun in that? Where, seriously, is the fun in that? My first time through, well, I made a varied party. Like a real man. Jeez. Well, we are officially out of potions, and that kinda sucks. Not to worry. This shouldn't be too hard. All living things were born to die. No one can defeat me, the vampire! That's kind of a bleak outlook on life if you think all living things were just born to die one day. I mean, yeah, no living organism can live forever, but, like... Come on. Death is just something that happens. It's not the end goal. The end goal of life is to officially serve your purpose. At least I think so. Yeah, the vampire was not that was not that hard. Almost said was not that easy. That's the opposite of what I wanted to say. Or Zambos. Dang it. You know, that vampire reminded me, like, they always show, oh, vampires being in, like, people clothing and whatnot. And sometimes I just wonder, what would a wild vampire look like? Like, one that isn't trying to be human or isn't, like, part of human society. I don't know. Son of a gun! One's left. But there's one of those, and a whole crap ton of us. Okay, cool. And now... Yes! We found the ruby! Something that we need to continue onward. There's also a plate up there, but we won't need to bother that for now. And with that, I think I'm gonna end it here while I backtrack, restock on some stuff, and get to where we need to be to continue with the story. So, till next time, guys, as always, leave comments and feedback suggesting ways I can improve myself. Also check out my other videos, spread the word, and just in general, check out my Twitter feed, and stay cappy, my friends. Stay cappy.